breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Notice that gentle rising and falling of your chest. Notice how it feels to breathe in and to breathe out. And maybe set a focus or intention for practice today. And as you lay here breathing, enjoy the stillness. These next 30 minutes are our time to breathe and to move and to return to self. So often the world is calling our attention in a million different directions. This is your time to pour all of that focus back on you. We'll take one more big breath in and full breath out. When you're ready, slide the legs down the mat. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead, wiggling the fingers and the toes. And exhale, hug your knees in towards the chest. Rock from side to side, maybe round the forehead up to the knees, massaging the spine. Big breath in. And as you breathe out, slowly lower all the way down. We're going to inhale, slide the legs down, reach the arms up overhead, big breath in, and exhale, knees into chest. And inhale, we reach long. And exhale, knees into chest. We're going to move 3 more times here. Inhale, reaching long. Exhale, hugging in. If you want more from the core, you can, on the inhale, let your legs hover above the ground. Woo. And exhale, knees to chest. We'll do one more time. Inhale long. Exhale, knees to chest. Beautiful. And relax here. Rocking from side to side on the spine, circling the ankles, moving the head from side to side. And once you're ready, we'll move this into happy baby, spreading the knees wide, bottoms of the feet in the air, arms to the insides of the legs to catch the outsides of the feet. Most important thing here is that bottoms of the feet face the ceiling and knees are bent towards the ground. Feel free to rock from side to side, to kick your heel in towards the hands. Feel that opening in the hips and breathe. Big breath in and full breath out. Once you're ready, slowly release. Soles of the feet come to the mat. We'll take the feet nice and wide and we'll take the arms nice and wide and then windshield wiper. So dropping the knees from side to side, feeling that stretch through the hips, the belly. Beautiful. Taking as many rounds as you need to either side. And then when you're ready, we'll meet with knees over to the right, gaze over to the left. From here, we're going to begin to slide that left arm above the head, getting an opening for the chest, and continuing to breathe. Big breath in, full breath out. This is really good for the left quad, as well as your hips. and spine. Once you're ready, we inhale, knees come to center, left arm out to the left. And then exhale, both knees now drop over to the left side. We'll slide that right arm up above the head. And then we gaze over to the right. Getting an opening of the chest with that right arm above the head. Feeling the stretch now in the right quad, in the hips, and continuing to breathe. Take a big breath in and a full breath out. And when you're ready, inhale, knees come to center. Take both arms down by your sides. And we're just going to begin to take the head all the way over to the right. And inhale, center. Exhale, take your head all the way over to the left. And inhale, center. Exhale, head to the right. And inhale, center. Exhale the head over to the left. Inhale, we come back to center. Exhale, the head goes to the right and just let it hang out here. Feel the stretch in the left side of your neck and breathe. Doing your best to keep that left shoulder down and breathing in through the nose and right back out. When you're ready, inhale, the head comes to center. Exhale, gaze over to the left, letting the head relax as you gaze to the left side, pinning your right shoulder down and feeling the stretch in the right side of the neck. Breathe. Big breath in, full breath out. Once you're ready, inhale, come back to center, both arms down by your sides. Bring your feet in towards the glutes, heels down. Setting up for bridge pose, feet are parallel. Press the feet down, inhale, lift the hips up. Thighs are parallel, toes point forward, knees are over the ankle. Keep pressing the soles of the feet down, pressing your arms down as you lift your hips higher. A big breath in. And as you breathe out, slowly lower all the way down. Beautiful. From here, if you have a strap nearby or a towel or a belt, please grab it. Otherwise, you can just use your hand. We're going to lift the left leg and take the arc of the left foot inside of the strap. If you don't have a strap or a towel or a belt handy, you can simply clasp the fingers and take the hands to the back of the leg. Now, if you have your strap or if your hands are behind the leg, as we breathe, we're working to bring the left leg closer towards the body, really feeling that stretch down the back of the left leg. Breathe. Big inhale, full exhale. Again, big inhale, full exhale. From here, we're going to start to do circular movements with the left ankle in the strap. So going in one direction. And then when you're ready, reverse, take it the opposite way. Once you're ready, find stillness and we point and flex the left toes, getting that stretch all the way down the calf. And then when you're ready, we come back to center. We'll take both pieces of the strap into just the left hand. And then we start to open the left leg out to the left side, flexing the left toes back towards the face, feeling that stretch in the inner thighs, and breathe. Big breath in, full breath out. When you're ready, inhale, we take the left leg up to center. We're gonna drop the strap and then cross left leg over the right leg. So cross the left leg completely over the right leg. You're squeezing the inner thighs together. And then we're gonna lift both of the feet off of the mat. Your right hand will reach over to catch the left ankle, and your left hand is gonna catch the right ankle. And you're going to keeping the legs nice and tight. So legs are together, nice and tight. We're gently going to just pull the feet apart. So you're like bringing your thighs towards the chest, and then you're pulling the feet farther and farther apart. You can rock from side to side on your back, but this should feel really, really good for the outside of your left hip, getting into the glutes, touching that IT band. Breathe. Big breath in, full breath out. And when you're ready, we open the arms wide like a T and both knees drop over to the right, gaze up to the ceiling or over to the left. Keeping the legs crossed for this twist if it feels good for your body. Otherwise, if it's too intense, you can always uncross the legs and twist both knees towards the right. Gazes up to the ceiling or to the left, and we breathe. 3 mindful breaths. Think it's always kind of fun to notice what types of thoughts pop up in your mind when you're in certain poses. Maybe some thoughts about work in certain poses, some thoughts about personal and others, but just notice what types of thoughts pop up when you do certain movements. And always allow yourself to be guided back to your breath, bringing that focus inward and reminding yourself that you are not your thoughts. You are simply the observer of them. Another inhale and final exhale. And inhale, we come to center. Uncross the legs, recenter your spine on the mat. We'll take soles of the feet down to the mat. We'll grab the strap, towel, or belt once again. And now we lift the right leg. We take the arc of the right foot inside of the strap, stretching the right leg straight up in the air. And remember, if you don't have a strap handy, you're just clasping the fingers and hands to the back of the right leg. No matter where you're at, you're gently bringing that right leg closer towards your chest. Feel that stretch going down the back of the leg as you breathe. Option to circle at the ankle, to point and flex the toe. Continue to breathe. Make sure you go both directions. And then once you feel good, we'll take both pieces of the strap into just the right hand. And we'll start to open the right leg out to the right side. Kicking the heel out, flexing the toes back. Feel that stretch to the inner thigh of your right leg. Breathe. Big breath in. Full breath out. Nice. When you're ready, we inhale. Right leg comes to center. Keep your right leg in the air. Drop the strap. We completely cross the right leg over the left leg. So right leg crosses over the left leg, squeeze the inner thighs together. And then we lift both feet off of the mat. Left hand is going to catch the right ankle. Right hand catches the left ankle. So we're hugging those knees towards the chest and simultaneously pulling the feet apart. You should now feel the stretch to the outside of your right hip, rocking from side to side if that feels good, continuing to squeeze the inner thighs together, bringing those knees closer and closer towards the chest, and always returning to your breath. And then observe what comes up. Big inhale, full exhale. Once you're ready, slowly release. Soles of the feet to the mat. We open the arms wide like a T, and then we take both knees over to the left side. Gaze up to the ceiling or over to the right. Breathing here. Remember, you can always uncross your legs if twisting with the legs crossed becomes too intense. We breathe in through the nose and right back out. Big breath in, full breath out. Once you're ready, inhale, knees to center, uncross your legs, recenter your spine on the mat. Slide both legs down the mat. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead, wiggle your fingers and your toes. And exhale, hug your knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a great big squeeze. We're going back into happy baby. So knees wide, bottoms of the feet in the air, arms to the insides of the legs to catch the outsides of the feet. Notice if happy baby feels just a little bit easier. Feet point up to the ceiling, knees bent. Option to rock from side to side, to straighten the legs and to rebend. We'll take a big breath in and a full breath out. Once you're ready, we release the feet. We slide the hands behind the knees and then rock forward and back on the spine, going up to the shoulders, down to the low back. As many rounds as you need. Once you're ready, we rock all the way forward and come together in all fours for table. Shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. We'll do a few rounds of cat and cow. Inhale to drop the belly, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest, gaze up. And exhale, press the ground away from you, chin to chest, round up. Moving through these two poses. Feel the stretch in the belly and the upper back. Feel free to take your hips from side to side, the head from left to right. Breathing in and breathing out. And when you're ready, we return together with a flat back in table. From here, we stretch the right leg long behind, right toes are tucked under, and then we're just rocking forward and back. So getting a stretch for the bottoms of the feet, for the toes, rocking back and forth on the toe mound here. Nice. And then when you're ready, we inhale, lift the right leg up, and exhale, step your right foot forward all the way to the top of the mat. Right heel down, knee in line with the ankle. Inhale, we extend, and exhale to bend. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Feel that stretch in the back of the legs, the hips, and the lower back. And once you're ready, we meet together with a bent knee. Left hand down. Inhale, right arm reaches up, twisting your chest towards the right side. Big breath in, full breath out. Nice. We're going to do a tiny bit of balancing here. So we're going to inhale, come up, keep the arms wide like a T. Your chest is rotating to the right. Beautiful. And we inhale, reach the right arm up so your chest faces forward. And then exhale, fold, hands come to the mat. Nice. We'll step back with the right leg and we'll do the same thing to the left side. So we start with left leg long, toes tucked under, and we rock back and forth, feeling that stretch, not just in the sole of the foot, also a little bit in the calf. Spreading those toes. Beautiful. And then when you're ready, we come back to center. We inhale to lift the left leg up. Exhale, round, step your left foot all the way forward in between the hands. Heel down, knee in line with the ankle. Inhale, we extend the left leg. Exhale, we bend the knee. Moving forward and back. Inhale to extend. Exhale to bend, feeling that stretch in the back of the leg. Once you're ready, we meet together with a bent knee. Twisting to the left, we take the right hand down. Inhale, reach the left arm up, twisting the chest towards the left side. Breathing. Beautiful. Once you're ready, using the core, we begin to lift the chest up. So twisting towards the left side. Arms are wide like a T, left arm back, right arm forward, looking to the left. When you're ready, inhale, we reach both arms up so your chest faces forward. And then exhale, fold both hands to the mat. Step back with your left leg, walk the hands forward, drop the hips forward, big breath in. As you breathe out, bend the elbows back, lower your chest all the way down. Press the hands down, inhale, lift the chest, look up, and exhale, lower. Stack one hand on top of the other, let the forehead relax, and then windshield wipe the feet, reverse windshield wipers going from side to side. As many rounds as you need from side to side. And then once you're ready, we slowly come back to center and lower the legs onto the mat. Take a moment here laying on your belly and just feel the support of the earth beneath you. You can fully let all of your weight go. You're not holding anything up. And you're also not going anywhere. You can trust that you are safe here. When you're ready, we open the arms wide like a T. Look over to the left hand and roll to the right side. Make sure right palm is touching the ground. Right arm's going straight out towards the right. Not here for super long, just a huge breath in and a full breath out. We slowly roll down to the belly and we do the same thing to the opposite side. So arms wide like a T, we gaze to the right hand and roll to the left side. Relaxing the head, the neck, the shoulders, left palm is down, feeling that stretch to the left side of the chest. Huge breath in. And exhale, we come back to the belly. Reach both arms up above your head, palms touch. Relax the head, the neck, and the shoulders. Breathe. You're ready from here. We'll gently begin to flip over onto the back and bring the knees in towards the chest. Giving yourself a great big squeeze, rocking from side to side, massaging the lower back, moving the head from side to side. Final pose we'll do together is bridge pose, soles of the feet to the mat. Press the feet down and inhale, lift the hips up. Let your arms press down into the mat as you lift your hips as high as you can, pressing the soles of the feet down, squeezing the glutes. A big inhale and exhale. We slowly lower all the way down. From here, feel free to take any final poses or movements that feel good for you. And once you're ready, we'll meet laying flat on the back for Shavasana. No rush, no hurries. And once you arrive here, begin to let everything go. Let go of this practice or any control over your breathing. Continue to observe, but be the neutral observer, witnessing what's going on in both your mind and your body right here, right now. And once you're ready, we'll gently start to wiggle the fingers and the toes, bend the elbows and the knees. And once you're ready, we'll hug the knees in towards the chest, roll to one side, and we meet together with a comfortable seat. We'll take the hands to the heart. I'd like us to close by humming together. So humming has been shown to calm the central nervous system. It's also really good for releasing serotonin and dopamine to the body, just the vibration. So we're just going to hum. So we'll start off by inhaling, and then on the exhale, we'll just hum. Doesn't matter what pitch. All right, so we'll start with the cleansing breath. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale, let it go. And this time we hum. Big inhale. Exhale, hum. Hum. One more big breath in. Exhale to hum. Last one, big inhale. Exhale, hum. Ladies, it has been a pleasure to flow with you today. The light in me honors the light inside of you. Namaste. Thank you, ladies.